Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late September 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for Scorpio gang. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's see what we got here. My God, Spirit Team, what do you got for us? What do you got for Scorpio gang here in late September? What energies, messages, insights do you have for us? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, and we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio. Let's get this card out here. And the year keeps moving along. It's Libra season, and we are getting very close to Scorpio season. Beautiful time of year, right? Let's get it going here. Queen of Swords type of energy. Okay, it's been quite a long time since I've seen her show up in any of the readings here on my channel. Like months and months and months. Now, she is like very straightforward about her business type of energy. Okay, so whether this is someone in your life or an energy you're stepping into, this Queen of Swords is not messing around. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this card. Now, yes, the deck I'm using right now is an oracle deck. It's not a tarot deck, but when I see this individual, this woman, this strong, powerful figure, she just screams Queen of Swords to me, so I just go with it. You see her there, just really strict with that strong crown on her head. So again, when I see the Queen of Swords, it is straightforward, no nonsense, no BS. What you see is what you get. This person's always going to tell you the truth. She often shows up either one when you're feeling strict in your ways about something, or it could represent serious things too. Maybe there are certain situations that are serious or that you should be taking serious whenever she shows up. Now, a challenge that comes through whenever Queen of Swords energy is in the mix. I'm all about, and you know, listen, as part of the Scorpio collective myself, I'm all about being a straight shooter and telling it like it is. But there is a fine line between that and being cold and mean, right? So there might be someone you're connected to possibly that's on that little mean side. It all really depends, but we're just going to put her down right there. Let's see what shows up in the reading, right? Because I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright. And we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up here. And God's talk to me. What do you got for Scorpio gang? Please. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Surprising Return. And I've been seeing a similar energy cycle through other signs. Just know when this energy could bleed over for a couple weeks that there could be certain situations flaring up, certain individuals circling the block. It really all depends. But to me, it did feel like things coming back around last week. So just that energy could linger for a little bit. So let's see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Let's get it going. 3 cards for Scorpio, please. What do you got for us? What can we look forward to? Okay, 8 of Pentacles, very diligent, working hard, hardly working. Okay, we'll talk about this. And I like this. This is one of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck, because there's a lot of effort going in there. Get a couple more. Thank you. All right, Ace of Wands, fiery. I could also vibe with this, Scorpio. All really depends. Let's get one more out here, then we'll piece it all together. Definitely watch your energy levels in this time. Some of you might be feeling a little burnt out. And then on the back end, look who we have here. Who's this watching? We got the Page of Swords looking on. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to talk about this because initially I'm getting some vibes off that Page of Swords. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So initially I was loving the energy when it first started coming out. Like elementally, it's looking good. We got some earth. That's an element we could vibe with, right? Earth and water. That's a lot of potential. We have some fire. An ace, which is always great, and it's a lot of energy. But then we have this Page of Swords that looks like it's watching on. Like even looking here in the box, you could see it's like kind of peeping it out, looking at what's going on. It's like inspecting in a way. So we're going to have to take a very close look at that. But again, with all this energy output I'm seeing here on the front end, it might be very important to pace yourself. Hopefully you're not feeling burnt out about anything. I don't want to get too intuitive just yet, but like things are coming in already. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings real quick. Let's build it out piece by piece. Position number one, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now for a big chunk of Scorpio collective here, a lot of us might just be focused on our work, our career, what we want to put our energy towards could be very important in this time when the Eight of Pentacles is here. I like it. Again, one of my favorite cards. It's extremely diligent, and anyone that knows Scorpio energy, whether they love us or they hate us, they can't say that Scorpio is not a diligent sign. Okay, like when there's something you want, you're going to accomplish it at one point or another, and that's what this Eight of Pentacles represents to me, unless there's just something career-based that's really taken up a lot of your time frame. Now, every card has a challenge. Every card has positives. When we get to the challenge of the Eight of Pentacles, sometimes it could talk about doing a little too much, putting a little too much effort into something. Like if something's not working, you might need to find a different approach when this card shows up. So it all really depends. Sometimes it could be workaholic vibes as well, which is something I know personally us Scorpios could struggle with from time to time. But yeah, I'm not coming at anyone sideways. But as we keep moving forward, we have all this energy expenditure, if that makes sense. Moving to the center, we have the Ace of Wands, which is literally your inner motor when I see it. Now, it can mean a lot of other things. I always say all aces represent offers. They all represent opportunities. It's really good. It's that fire within you when it's the Ace of Wands. This is also a card of sexuality, right? We all know what part of the body Scorpio rules over. So does this card. So just know your libido might be heightened in this time. When this card shows up, it's a very sexual type of card, but we're going to keep it PG. We're not going to go down that road, my friends. The Ace of Wands to me is just super fiery. So whether we're talking about just your internal energy in general, or we could be talking about the reverse of that. Some of you might be feeling a little zapped. You might be feeling a little tired, especially if there's something you've been putting a lot of energy into. So this is another thing we want to look at much closer. The Ace of Wands can also, aside from the offers and opportunities, it could be a little fiery in the aggressive way. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind, especially when we had this Queen of Swords in the front end. Now this Ace of Wands is here. This could be very much a my way or the highway, or just a super aggressive push when I couple these two energies. Now, we're going to get to the back end. You saw me swipe it away. We got the Page of Swords, the Watcher of the Tarot deck here. Now, I'm going to give you a lot of the other messages, but intuitively when this popped out, I was like, of course it's here. Now, the Page of Swords to me, as with all pages, is a good card of new, like the Ace of Wands. These are great for new paths, new endeavors, new journeys. Really fantastic. Could be an air sign that you're connected to, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. An issue when it comes to all pages is that it's not a fully developed energy just yet. It's a possible opportunity similar to this. So like, yeah, I'm seeing effort, I'm seeing energy expenditure, but there's these two opportunities that haven't fully matured just yet. Now, the Page of Swords, it could be a conversation, right? Even though this page is defensive, it could be a communication, a conversation, or a talk of some kind that we're going to want to look at. But again, this is the Watcher of the Tarot deck, and don't get it twisted. When this card shows up, it could represent either you monitoring something very closely or someone monitoring you, someone watching you. So we're going to want to look at this further. And then especially when the cards came out and I put this page right in here, and it's like we have all this energy expenditure, all this stuff going on, all this stuff happening, and this page is like watching from the sidelines. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Scorpio. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for Scorpio, please. What's happening, guides and spirit team? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Eight of Pentacles. And if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Scorpio, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. What's happening? What's going on? Thank you. Six of Swords. Okay. I mean, this is not a lack of effort here in the beginning. Okay, so there could either, all right, so for some of you, I'm getting several different messages here strong. For a portion of you, there can be a change in career job path that you're pushing towards or that's imminent. So keep that in mind. That's only for some of you. But when I see the Eight of Pentacles with the Six of Swords, there is a concerted effort towards some sort of situation where it's like, listen, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to make this happen. I'm not going to stop until I achieve this. So I feel very much someone set in a certain direction when I see the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Now, this is an energy that's moving smoother. So it's kind of like someone saying, all right, well, I'm going to pay it in advance. I'm going to work really, really, really hard right now and then enjoy it later. It's like giving me that kind of vibe. The Six of Swords is a card of improvement. It could also represent distance. It could also represent travel. So you see what I mean? We have this moving type of energy where I'm just getting this energy expenditure. I'm working. I want this. I want this. Like, so someone's putting up a lot of effort, or at least it appears to be so. Okay. So again, just know for a lot of Scorpios in this time, you might find some sort of burst of motivation towards whatever situations you're dealing with. Again, whether it is like personal relationships or a career, I feel somebody saying like, no, I want to work on this. Like, I will work on this. Like, to me, it's dead set. So let's keep moving forward. I'm not judging, right? I get it. I totally get the energy because I carry that energy myself. So let's see what's up with that Ace of Wands. I really want to get over to that page though. Because like, while all this stuff is happening over here, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? So let's see what's up with the Ace. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Three of Swords in reverse. Lashing out? Who's lashing out though? Who is lashing out though? And that's like completely intuitive. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. Now I will say this, aside from that message that we'll revisit in a minute, because there could be somebody that will be prone to lashing out. Again, I'm getting multiple messages here. Now, for a lot of you, if you are going through any problems or sticky situations, keeping yourself busy is very, very important. Making it feel like you're doing useful things, useful tasks, or just keeping yourself busy is extremely, extremely important in this time when the Ace of Wands and the Three of Swords in reverse show up. Okay, like even if like something didn't go according to plan or something's not going according to plan, to me, it's like, all right, I just got to keep busy. Like, even if it's not easy, even if it's not simple, I'm going to keep busy. I'm going to keep working on this. But again, with the Ace of Wands, the fire, Three of Swords in reverse, like to me, I feel someone just like venting or lashing out. Like, it does feel a little explosive here in the center. So again, I'm not saying it's you, I'm not saying who it is, but when I see the Ace of Wands, Three of Swords in reverse, that is a venting. Now, for some Scorpios out there, taking into account all the things I've been saying about this Ace of Wands and the Three of Swords in reverse, you might need some sort of energetic release in this point. Now, you take that however you will, my friends, whether it's through physical activity, whether it's through creative means, whether it's through working out, you name it. But it could be very good and very healthy for you and your energy to have some sort of release in this time. Like when I see the Ace of Wands, Three of Swords in reverse, it's like, it'll make you feel better. Something about using your energy and expending your energy will make you feel better, for sure. But again, I get this lashing out. So just know that if this energy gets pent up a little too much, you might be prone to lash out a little bit. We're going to leave it at that. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. I really want to see what's up with that page, though, because again, while I see all this stuff happening over here, there's just so much action, so much energy, so much stuff going on. It's like this energy over here is just like watching on. It's like, just watching. So let's see what's up with that Page of Swords. And we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow. Because this is like busy, busy, busy. Lots of stuff. And the page is just there. So what's going on with that Page of Swords, please? Okay. Yeah, and now this ties into the energies I was picking up last week. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's someone, all right, getting a few different things here, Scorpio. So again, when I see the Wheel in reverse and the Page of Swords, this could obviously be someone keeping tabs, checking in on you. And I've been feeling that since the second that Page of Swords popped out. Not saying how this person might, like, listen, I know some people you might have blocked, some people you might not have talked to in years. Don't matter. There's someone like trying to check in on you here on the back end. So for some of you, it could be work-wise. For some of you, it could be personal relationships. To me, I feel like someone is watching from the sidelines here on the end. Now, I will say this again, for another portion of you, there might be an individual that is a little skeptical to approach you, okay? The wheel in reverse is another card of things returning, things from the past, cycles revisiting, just like the energy we saw last week. So when I see it underneath this Page of Swords, it's like, oh, I don't know. Should I jump in? Should I not? Should I approach? Should I not? It's like giving me this two-step type of deal. Like it's in, it's out, it's in, it's out. It's like very peculiar here. But again, the energy of things returning is still in the mix. It is still in the mix. It is still very possible. But I do feel there's someone watching your progress. There's someone watching your progress or what you're doing. So let's go through and do a quick recap. Very clear, concise messages. And I honestly feel like I could keep reading this spread for like another 10, 20 minutes. So I just keep getting so much energy pouring through. And I guess because how busy it is up here. But if you kindly look in the box before we get to the shadow, position number 1, we're starting with the 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Lots of messages came through there where someone is just like set in their ways, like this is what I'm working towards and I'm not going to stop till I accomplish it. Very set. Again, this could also be someone paying in advance, like I'm going to do a lot of work right now so I can enjoy it later, that type of vibe. But again, someone also wanting to make something right or fix something or just at least work on it. Moving to the center, we have the Ace of Wands with the 3 of Swords in reverse. This does feel like a bit of an outburst to me. So if you have too much energy pent in, eventually it's going to come pouring out. And listen, I know us Scorpios, we're great with dealing with heavy energies and we're good at compartmentalizing it if necessary. But again, like when I see this, to me, it does feel like that energy could come bubbling out. Aside from that, keeping yourself very busy, especially if you're going through some choppy waters, very important. Keep your mind busy, keep your hands busy. And for a portion of you, you do need some sort of energetic release. So whether it's physical activity and working out or creative things, you name it, use your imagination. Onto the back end, we have the Page of Swords with the wheel in reverse. So while all this stuff is happening and going on, the Page of Swords is watching. So again, there could be someone that's either checking in on you or someone that's watching from a distance. For a portion of you, there's still an energy of something that could possibly flare back up or return. But again, and now there's another energy of someone that's a little bashful to approach as well. So do with this info what you will, my good friends. Please take a screenshot if you'd like. Let's see what's in the shadows, though. So, pardon me. Let's shuffle it up one time for Scorpio, please. What do we got? And yes, this is where I like to pull a shadow card, something I enjoy doing. So let's see what we got. Whether it's something from within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a bad thing, right? I'm sure you guys get that. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you're interested in channel memberships, it's a beautiful way to support the channel. I'll leave a link for it in the comments below. I have much love and appreciation for all my members. I really do. Okay, let's get this shadow card going. What's in the shadows for us, please? Thank you. 3 of Swords. So I feel like that doubles down on the energy that I've been picking up here in the center and what I picked up in the very beginning, like this very stern, strict Queen of Swords type of vibe, because your shadow card is the 3 of Swords. Okay, so the fact that it showed up in the main part of the spread, and I've been getting this a little bit of a cold energy showing up here. So again, whether you're dealing with a situation that's serious or it's something that you need to put a little more effort into, the fact that the 3 of Swords is in the shadows kind of ties in with that energy about either keeping yourself busy or having some sort of energetic release here. Because again, as Scorpios, yes, we are very good with dealing with intense things and intense energies, but we're human and there's only so much we could take. Okay, there's only so much we could take. So when this 3 of Swords is showing up in the shadows, you might need to pay attention to it or at least release it in whatever way you possibly can. Now, 3 of Swords doesn't always have to be worst case scenario. It's not always a broken heart. Sometimes it could even be an annoyance. But just know, you need to expend some energy in regards to something so that this energy doesn't build up. So Scorpio, that's what I got for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the September subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my favorite decks of all time, the beautiful Wizard's Tarot. It's gorgeous and it works great. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, where would you like to go for your dream vacation? What are you manifesting? Let me know. Let's bring it to fruition. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you again.